Hello to all of my wonderful ladies out there. Welcome to Bravo with Sheila. I am so happy once again to be with you. If you've watched the other video on your past is a dress rehearsal for your future, here I am again with a nice, quick, short, another video for you. I want to chat with you, but you know what we have to do first? We have to take that right hand, left hand, whatever we got to do, and we have to give ourselves a bravo. Bravo to you. Bravo. Just because I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you've been through, but I'm giving you a bravo, and I want you to encourage yourself. You do not need permission to give yourself a bravo. You do not need permission to give yourself a bravo. I'm here to encourage you, to help you move from pain to power and from power to victory. I am excited. I'm excited about being on YouTube. I'm excited about my new channel. I thank you so much for subscribing. I thank you so much for sharing. Listen, I can't get to where I'm trying to go by myself. Neither can you, right? So we both need support. So if you would just hit subscribe and like it and share it, it would just make my heart smile. Let's jump in to what I want to share with you today. I want to talk briefly about purposeful living versus accidental living. Let me say that again. Purposeful living versus accidental living. What you talking about, Sheila? I'm talking about relationships again. I'm talking about, listen, I counsel so many women, Christians and those who aren't Christians, and these questions come up all the time because women, we tend to make so many mistakes. We tend to make mistakes and we keep going around in the circle trying to understand the other sex, trying to understand how men think. Men are logical and we're emotional, and that's why we have to guard our hearts. We must learn to guard our heart and take our time. In our other video, we talked about foundational friendship that should be the building block of a relationship. The building block of a relationship should be friendship first, right? Courting, dating, not talking about what we've been through and liking each other and being sexually attracted off the bat. No, you can't just skip over all of the other elementary foundational pieces. I know you've been there before, right? So we have to make a change. And when we do something different, we wind up in a different place. So let's jump into this real quick. Purposeful living versus accidental living. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about women, Christians, women who are new in God, women who want to change and know the criteria that they should hold, raise the bar in terms of allowing men to come into their space and getting familiar with them. We hold the key. We hold the power. We hold the matter of how fast, how quick we want to go. Right? But today's world is so different. It seems like all of the principles and so many things like have been lowered. The standards have been lowered. But I want you to keep your standards high. I want you to keep them high. When do Christians date or court, if you want to use that word? How do we know when we're doing it? Are we moving too fast? What does it take to keep moving forward in a relationship that we really feel we can move forward in, possibly to marriage or long term? How do we do that? We must raise the bar. We must reason for a long-term purpose. If you don't know, pray. If you don't know if you're headed in the right direction or this person is for you, one of the things foundationally, you can lift up a prayer. Don't tell me you don't know how to pray. Praying is just communing with God, talking to God. God, direct me. God, show me a sign. God, help me understand if this is right. You must speak to the master, right? Because he ultimately, if you listen to the other video, he's the one that loves you unconditional. That's that agape love. The confirmation of courting or dating. You should know a person before entering into this level of a relationship. If you feel rushed or unsure, wait. I said wait. If something just don't feel right, even though your emotions and all kind of other things is jumping around, you gotta wait. Because if you've been there and done that, you don't want to wind up in a circle again, and you are responsible for you. Don't let anyone rush you into something. Please, please raise the bar. It may be God's plan. It may feel different. Don't walk away from it. Just wait, pray, and watch. It may be God's plan. So you don't want to just throw away a nice situation because something feels a little off. It could be you. It could be old things raising up in you. He could have said something or made a move or did something that reminds you of that knucklehead that did something to you. Women, we are emotional, and we have to learn how to sit in it. And in a situation, just sit down in it. Be still, be quiet, and realize that God will guide you if you lift up everything to him. Now, the temperament complement. There has to be a temperament understanding between two people. You and that individual should have a compatibility in your temperament. These are some signs. Let me tell you, this is number one. Temperament complement. Able to tolerate and learn each other's temperament. I said learn to tolerate, because in the beginning there'll be different things that will probably tick you off, or how we say, just get on our last nerve, right? No, we have to learn to tolerate someone different that has walked a different path from you, or you have walked a different path. And then you come together. Of course, there'll be different things and situations that will cause you to say, this is not working. No, give it some time. Realize, take the jewels, leave the junk. Take the jewels, leave the junk. Now, number two, the gift complement. If you're a believer, if you're someone who is corporate, or someone has a certain type of career, how is that going to complement your life for a long-term relationship, both spiritual and natural? How can your lives merge together to complement each other? Are you similar in certain things? Are your visions the same? Are your desires the same? Are you headed in the right direction together? Are you over on the left lane and he's on the right, and you're trying to crash each other and force this thing to happen? No, these are the things we must raise the bar and finding out in terms of building a strong foundational relationship. Okay, number three, complement of capability of life calling. Oh my God, I could park here all day long. We're talking about purpose. Purpose. Do you know your purpose? Does he know his purpose? Or is he trying to hang on to your bra strap and be a part of you because he's not sure of who he is? That's a train wreck. If you're a progressive woman, if you're a woman who has vision, a woman who's moving forward, and you happen to get with a gentleman, someone who is nice and cute, and you know, he's on his way somewhere, but he doesn't know who he is, then it's going to be a problem, because there will be a crashing, because the insecurities will kick in, because he'll have a woman that is powerful, a woman who has vision. And if he's not ready yet, leave him in the oven. If he's not ready yet, just wait. He may not be the one, because he may not be able to handle your favor. He may not be able to handle who you are, right? Doesn't mean he's not a nice guy. Doesn't mean he doesn't have what it takes to be successful. He's just not for you. I'm telling you, this is so important that we, raise the bar in understanding that you can have someone that wants to come along and cause you to sink down in who you are. You should never have to sink down around anybody, no matter who it is. If God has raised you up to be this wonderful individual where you know where you're going, you done paid your dues, you done had 100 breakups, not 100, but you get my point, right? And so you have someone now and you see he's okay, but there's something missing. That's something missing because you see the red flags. That will just be a train wreck. Is the possibility of this person happening to grow? Maybe so, but are you willing to give a year or 2 or 3 years to help this person develop, to help this person come up? No, it's time to raise the bar. Wait, stop, pause, reflect, and wait. Too many times we lower our standards. We lower our standards because we are lonely. No, enough of that. You're going to have a train wreck. I want you to just raise the bar, right? You need to raise the bar. Now, number 4, background, complement, and capability. What's his family like? What's his nationality? What kind of cultural diversity? Can you merge it? How were you raised in your cultural environment at home, right? How was he raised in his culture? And I'm not saying necessarily from another country. That happens as well. But I'm talking about from your same state, from your same area, or in the USA, right? You, and those of you who are looking at this that are in other countries, I'm talking about cultural diversity. Right? Many people find love in other places in the world. But one of the things we have to realize is there has to be a merging. There has to be a teaching one to another about the different cultural diversities so that there is no conflict. I had a friend and she married someone who was a Muslim and she was a Christian. Now the church had so much to say because the church always has something to say, right? But what I'm saying to you is, you know the decisions that you want to make in your life for you. People say, oh, if he's a Christian and he's a Muslim, it'll never work because they're serving 2 gods. I don't want to park there and talk about that, but I can tell you right now that they have a successful marriage. They have children. They're building. They're merging. He didn't come against her to stop being a Christian, and she didn't come against him to stop being a Muslim, right? Sometimes things just happen that way. Life happens, and no one should speak to you about your life because you only, like my daughter said, Ma, YOLO. You only live once. YOLO, ladies. You only live once. But always take it to prayer. Always talk to the Lord about direction, right? Some situations are just unique. They're just unique situations. Everything is not always in a box. Significant others. Oh my goodness, ringing of the match. Other people, your friends, your family, let them sit around you with this person. Let them kind of feel out because you know we have those blind spots, right? They can see things we don't see because we're all mushy in this emotional feeling, right? It's good to have people you trust to just kind of hang out around you to see and like, yeah, I think he's great. I don't know. It's something about, it's good to have that type of feedback. Physical and intellectual attraction. Yes, ladies. I know we like the physical. Well, for me, I like that intellectual. I like physical, but you got to speak to my mind. I need intellect. I need conversation. I need to grow. I need to help you grow intellectually. I need to share information. What is it that you're not raising the bar in with your list and your criteria for dating or courting? Physical and intellectual attraction. That's a big one now. We can't sometimes lay that down. You like what you like, right? I hear you. All right. Now, we're getting ready to wrap this up because I want to tell you that I'm so excited about what we just shared. I'm excited because it's a good thing. But I want to say to you, don't be a fraud. Like, what are you talking about, Sheila? I'm saying don't be a fraud. Well, what's a fraud? A purposeful, listen, you purposeful, deceive and misrepresent and have motives and intentions dealing with others, especially with men. Women, why are you seeking that gentleman? What is your motive? Are you using your body language? What are you doing to deceive this person, to draw them in to your womanly thing, right? What is it? Are you deceiving or are you for real? Is your motive authentic? I know the power of a woman, so I had to stop by and say that. Don't be deceptive. Do not be deceptive. Seeking to know God's heart for you and for your situation is so very powerful. Why are some individuals sexually innocent but not pure in heart? Whoa. I wish I had a bell. I wish I had something to ring for you. I'm going to get some little sounds eventually. But why are some individuals sexually innocent but not pure in heart? Because they have not been tested in the area of moral excellence. Let me park for a second. Listen. Especially in the church. Here goes women in the church and, I'm not this and I'm not that. And putting your nose up for women who've gotten divorced or who started a relationship and the relationship didn't work, and the chatter starts in the church, right? And they've been married and they're very holy. Listen, a lot of times when you haven't been tested in that area, you need to shut it down. Shut it down. Because you never know what's around the corner for you. You haven't been tested. You haven't been tested in that area to say, oh, I'm pure and holy. No. You may be. Glory to God, I give you a bravo. I do. But what I'm saying is, do not put your mouth on other people. Do not put your mouth on other women who struggle, who fall short. Do not do it. How do we become pure after falling in the area of sex and relationship? We must daily expose our hearts. My dog is starting. We must daily expose our hearts to the word of God and pray that God can lead us. I hear you and I see you and I'm coming. She's being ignored, and so it's time out anyway. We did 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Remember, take that hand, place it on your heart, your mind, your soul, and give yourself a bravo. Bravo to you. Just because. And remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. All right, I'll see you soon. Please subscribe, like, and share. Ciao.